The Image Playgrounds app on iPadOS is Apple's way of using its own Apple Intelligence to create images for you on device. And whilst the results are pretty good, they're very clearly AI generated. They're not useful for many things in my experience. But actually, with iPadOS 26, we've got the new ability to use ChatGPT to generate images in that same app. So the data will be going off device this time, but the results are far superior. Here's how it works. So I'm going to create an image just like before, but this time at the top where you can choose if you want like a watercolour or an oil pastel style, there's a new option for ChatGPT. And when you tap onto here, you're going to get even more options from posters and vectors and all sorts of different things. And you can actually type in exactly what you want in the bar at the bottom as well. I'm going to go for the print for now. And I'm going to use my picture at the bottom, to send that image of myself into ChatGPT to base the result on. And just like how Image Playgrounds normally works, we can add other things into our prompt. We haven't got to type a whole paragraph at what we want, we can simply add a few keywords, even some images and symbols. I'm going to go on for stage here, and then I'm going to type in a couple of extra things. Let's go for lasers, and we'll go for dancing, and see what happens. Then, when I stop adding more things, all of that's going to go to ChatGPT, and it's going to start working on an image for me. Now, a word of warning here, it takes far longer than doing it on device. In fact, I find sometimes it can take a minute or a minute and a half to make an image. So, through the magic of editing, you're not going to have to wait that long. In fact, there you go, magical, it's there. But that's not just me dancing. I'm not sure where that's come from. It's the second person in the picture. But that's okay, because we can change our prompt. We're not always sure what we're going to get with AI. And of course, if we don't get what we want, we can simply change it. So actually, what I'm going to do is change the style, and I'll go from print to vector, but I'll leave all the rest of the prompt the same. And again, through the magic of editing, there you go. That's perfect. That's much more what I had in mind. A little bit more kind of cartoony and fun. I'm not sure where the beads around my neck come from, but I like them. It adds to the party vibe, I suppose. I can, of course, save this image to my library. I can share it if I need to, and I've got that image to use on my device. It's much better quality, and you get far more interesting results using ChatGPT than the on-device processing, but like I said, it does take that little bit longer. If you want to see what else is new in iPadOS 26 this year, and spoiler alert, there's loads of new stuff, check out my YouTube channel down below. There are loads more quick tips for you there. So make sure you subscribe, and I'll see you next time.